So I think we understand why Custard lost.
In this episode of Wild Generation, we are reviewing a Springfield Model 1873 trapdoor. If you do one click back on the hammer, that's your safety. It won't fire. If you do two clicks back on the hammer, it still will not fire. However, you can push this lever and the trapdoor will open. We'll take an empty casing for now. It actually doesn't feed as well with an empty casing. It's interesting. The bullet really helps get it in there. And then we shut the trapdoor, and after we fired, it will eject when you put it all the way up. So it's really cool. People used to carry 3 rounds in their fingers like this so that they could load and fire, load and fire, load and fire. And we're gonna try something like that today. I don't know how it'll work because I'm left-handed. Once they've loaded, they pull it the rest of the way back. Now, there is a pin that you can see right here, and that pin follows down through here to this firing pin down here, and will fire the center fire cartridge. So believe it or not, this breech here was not actually originally just designed for this firearm.
Oh yeah.
So like
the original breech was made to cut into a original musket.
Yeah. So they called it the Allen conversion.
Yeah.
Based off of the guy who was there at who like was running that manufacturing area in the armory, and so they would cut a hole basically into the what became the breech of the musket or the black powder rifle, and then they would put this trapdoor in, and they'd put a sleeve in, making it a 50 caliber, so it shot 50 70s, and then they moved up to, like a couple years later, they made the 45-70, but that initial gun didn't go into full circulation, like throughout the whole military,
Right.
And then specifically the 1873 was the one that actually went full circulation in the U.S. Army. All right, so we're going to shoot a 405 grain 45-70. It's got a flat nose. This was the first gun that was used using metal cartridges for wide distribution in the Army.
The original metal that they used was
copper.
Was just pure copper.
And when they were supposed to eject, they would expand too much and they would get stuck. So we have this ramrod right here, which is also the cleaning tool, which
and that's what this is for.
is stuck in here right now, and I'm not going to try to get it out.
Yeah.
But basically, at the Battle of Bull Run, they suspect that was one of the reasons that that Custard lost that battle, was because almost 4% of these cartridges were
Right.
found with scratch marks on them, and that doesn't include the ones that were ramrodded
Yeah,
out.
that's actually why they switched over to brass, because of that. This head that the extractor grabs rips off.
Right.
And that's why it was now stuck in there.
Yeah, which would totally suck in the middle of a battle.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we are, I believe, at half cock right now, and so now we're going to go to full cock, and we're going to shoot at 50 yards.
You hit the top, very top of the top target.
Dang, that's high.
Yeah.
I do like this sight. The sight it's really nice. You'll see it in a minute. All right, ready? Come on. Oh. You have to cock the trigger back 2 clicks in order to do that. All right, so here we go. One more 50-yard shot. We'll see if it patterns the same as the other one.
You hit even higher.
Okay, whatever.
Well, Scott.
This is, so you aim for the horse and you shoot the guy on top of it. This is where I was aiming. There. And it hit, I don't even know. Carl put this camera so far over, I don't even know they can see this. Let me,
I didn't
see that right there? Yeah. All right, I'm going to go to the right target down there, the 3 on the right, and we'll see how that goes first.
Giving you credit, Scott.
going
It might have
full
even
cock.
sighted in wrong.
Yeah, we need to save this brass because it costs $1 million to shoot this gun. So let me tell you why I'm happy with this first, and then Carl's going to explain some physics thing that probably doesn't matter. So I'm not happy that I'm not hitting here, and I think this thing is sighted for 200 yards. I am happy that I said this was a 3.4 MOA, and that's almost 3.4 inches
Yeah.
of spread, which means I'm basically a sharpshooter from the 1880s. Okay, so I feel good about that. If I had been at the Battle of Bull Run, which the Springfield 1873, there were many of those there. Although some of them were carbines, they also made carbines.
They did
at that time, but we would have won. Probably not.
No, not really.
Yeah, I have no military training whatsoever. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Carl, tell us about the bullet holes I made.
All right, so the first one that Scott hit, which was
Awesome.
the first one we were able to shoot at, you were
I
aiming
am
down here. Scott then tried to adjust the sight, which is also another reason why this is pretty impressive of how close it actually is. What Scott had done is then try to put, instead of the front sight at the very bottom of the notch, he tried to match it to the top of the notch. The front notch is going up and the back is going down. So you're actually pointing it farther up.
Yeah, you're right. Physics sucks.
Right. Okay. So that's a good note to do, is if your bullet is going too far up, don't point your barrel farther up. Physics.
And now we're going to have Carl shoot this one, and we're going to see what happens, and then we get to take out Carl's new toy. It is now time to find out if Carl's gun is better than my gun, which we already know the answer is no. Carl, bring us your gun. Let us judge it. Oh my gosh. Are you excited, Carl?
I am.
All right.
All right.
What is it?
For the unveiling.
The unveiling.
Oh.
Carl literally got this like 2 days ago.
Yeah, literally 2 days ago. It is.
That is shiny and beautiful.
So this is the Henry H10 cold case hardened action. It is, instead of the nice brass finish that you usually see on these things, this is actually steel that has been, well, hardened and annealed. So it gives a nice, really interesting patterning. That's all heat treated. That's not painted. That's not decoration. That's just heat. One of the nice things I like about that is that because it's stainless steel, it's not going to rust. I don't have to polish it so much. I don't have to worry about it. It also, while hunting, doesn't reflect.
Yeah, I always get matte black on all my hunting guns. Octagonal barrel.
Yes. The barrel is an octagon, which is the classic finish for these barrels. It can be side gate fed. It can also be tube fed. So, well, for loading and unloading, you have...
You know, that tube's a lot bigger than my 30-30 tube.
Right, I was going to say, just a bit.
Yeah.
Just a wee bit.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
That's really cool. All right, so I'm just going to show, because, like, this is crazy.
Cold case hardened.
Look at this. Look at how pretty this is.
We usually bring the camera to the gun there, Scott.
Yeah, well, we're doing it different today. Okay? Look at it. It's got like such a nice stock.
Right?
It's got I'm not jealous, but I'm very jealous.
Well, I'm jealous of this old Betsy here. She is beautiful.
You got a nick on it.
I did.
Look at that. He should be ashamed. So, one thing real quick that I noticed between these two is here. Ready? So if we hold these like this, look how much shorter yours is than mine.
Yes.
Right? Like, that is crazy. That
Although,
it's basically a carbine at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for you were holding it back here.
Yeah.
For a better comparison.
Oh,
it
for
would
the
be,
action to action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for action to action, it should be right about there.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically almost the same size as a 30-30.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so this they did have this style gun in the 1800s as well, obviously with the 1885.
Right.
And the 1882.
Right.
But
but those were cavalry guns.
They were,
They weren't distributed to most of the army. All right, Carl.
All right.
Are you ready to shoot the target? So Carl took about 3 hours sighting in his 45-70 downrange.
Yeah, that's about right. Three hours, roughly. Rounding up by like 2.5 hours.
All right. So before this camera dies, because it's about to, we are going to make sure that we do a speed test.
Speed test.
Speed test time. I'm going to shoot 3 rounds, and we're going to see how many rounds Carl can shoot in that time. I'll yell stop. It's really just a way for him to waste his money.
Thank you, Scott.
No problem. We have 2 targets downrange. I removed the camera so we don't accidentally shoot it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, I got 2 in my hand, like this. We're going to Let's see what we can do. You got the left target, I got the right.
Okay.
And I'm gonna aim super low and see if I can hit the target.
Oh yeah, right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Aim. Fire. How many did you get?
5.
5? Look at that. Look at, I have a single action. You only got 5 shots off?
Yeah.
How many do you think I hit the target? You hit all of them on the target. I think my target has nothing.
I can see I hit very close to the bullseye at least.
I think we should go investigate that.
I was taking a second to aim.
I took a second to aim. It's just I don't know, like.
Yeah, no, yours is hard. That was hard. You shot quick, man. You should be proud of that.
That's right. Epic.
So I think we understand why Custard lost.
Carl, how'd you shoot?
Well, as you see over here, there's some cloudy areas right over there, and up over here, right there. That's like right in the center of the city.
Yep.
So that's
Carl did a great job shooting because his gun is designed exactly for this situation.
Exactly.
And would make a great deer gun as well.
It is an amazing deer gun.
Yeah.
Henry
And
makes a fine rifle.
Yep. And mine is definitely designed for longer distances because I was aiming here, and these are 45-70 rounds here, and so I needed to bring it up slightly, I think, in order to actually hit the target. But I was just basically Kentucky windaging it. But I got 3 rounds. It was surprising. If you went from a muzzleloader to this,
oh yeah,
it's a huge difference in speed.
Night and day.
Yeah.
It really. It was impressive how many rounds you were able to get down range.
Yeah.
And actually taking a second to aim. That was just impressive.
So thank you for watching this episode of Wild Generation. Subscribe for more outdoor content, and we'll see you in the next one.